Alrighty, so I've been making a few of these videos of me sitting and talking just on the microphone, and the feedback's been more positive than I was expecting, to be honest. So I'm going to continue to make them, see if it develops a following at all, and if people relate to the things that I'm saying. Um, in this video, I just want to touch on some of the stuff that happened last night at one of my jobs. I'm a custodian, janitor. I'm the untouchable class. And I don't know if a lot of you guys watching this are working class, or if you're in the trades, or if you're a doctor, or who you are, or if you're just unemployed. I have no idea who's watching this. But it's probably without saying that you get a lot of disrespect when you're in janitorial, and you're kind of viewed as a failure. And I'm not sure if that's true or not. And there's definitely exceptions to the rule of people that treat you decently. But yesterday was a little bit different because I had like a toddler now insulting me. And that was kind of a new one. I haven't ever had a toddler insult me. I only had adults insult me so far. There's like a 5-year-old girl. She's like, "Ew, a janitor," and I'm like, what the fuck? And like when you're doing like I'm more than the janitor when I'm at that particular job, because I'm basically the janitor and security as well. And when there's no front of house staff, I basically do that too, and they don't even pay me decently. Because if they had a security guard sit there, not clean, not set up anything, not deal with the public, they would already be getting paid more than me. And I do have a security license, so it doesn't make sense to me. But it's a good venue, and you get to see a lot of characters, to say the least. So I like kind of being in the center of the scene, if you will. But you definitely have to deal with a lot of crap like that, and I think part of me likes dealing with crap like that. I think that's what actually keeps me at the job is the class struggle, so to speak. It kind of sharpens me up. Like, I don't know if you see that corny ass motto on the internet now. Iron sharpens iron. It's kind of like Karens sharpen janitors, because I'm getting a bit more of a sarcastic wit to these Karens and these people. Like, there is one guy who I've met probably literally 30 to 40 times, and I'm wearing a name tag at this job. And he asked me my name every single time. And the last time, he's like, "Oh, I forget your name." And then I was like, "Oh, I forgot your name too." And I called him the wrong name on purpose. And he was like just stunned that I didn't call him the right name. And he was like, some kind of hot shot that comes in there. Hopefully they don't see this and fire me, because I do like the job, although I can't get another one. It's just, I do like the environment there because it's negative, and that might sound crazy, but I feel like I had such a negative upbringing, not to give a big sob story, but I kind of had things easy for a while, and now I'm throwing myself back into negative experiences, and I think it's bringing back an element of me that I thought I didn't need, but now I know that I do need. I thought that you just had to be really nice and tame, and I always wanted to get rid of the more aggressive, kind of sarcastic side of me, and I think I need that in me. So this job is definitely going to help me get that back, and I don't know what to say other than that about that. But anyways, other than that, it's just people that, like, you say hello to somebody and they just walk past you and they ignore you. That happens a lot. I've seen coworkers outside of work, and I've said hello to them and they walk past me and they don't say hello back because I'm the janitor and they're like an office worker or whatever. And like these, it's kind of crazy that that's really happening. And I don't know where that started. And a lot of people say Has to do with the COVID lockdowns. A lot of people have to say it has to do with like communism and elites. A lot of people have to say that it just has to do with the way our society is, but I don't think it's really any of that. I think that this has just always been how people are to some, well, how some people are to some people. I think this has been going on for hundreds of thousands of years since we were like primates, really. But I think it's gotten to a point where technology and status symbols and OnlyFans, plastic surgery, things like this have elevated it to the point where it's extremely obvious, and the differences between wages and ways of lifestyle have gravitated so ridiculously far apart that people don't even see or recognize each other anymore. I feel that it's not even a left or right issue. It's just an issue revolving around class and whether or not you'll stand up for yourself and whether or not you have enough money in your savings account to quit a job that disrespects you. I think that's what it really boils down to. It's all about a structure of power. And I don't think enough people realize that. I think it's turned into a political thing when it's not a political thing. It's just a respect thing. Because there's conservatives and liberals that treat people extremely poorly when they get money, and there's conservatives and liberals who are at the bottom who treat people equally poorly, but they don't have the amount of money to do it in an institutionalized manner. And to see people that, when I'm trying to have a conversation with them, to turn their back and walk away it's truly disgusting. And they almost have an air about them like they're babysitting you, like they need you, like you need them. But it's the other way around. The bottom of the pyramid supports the whole pyramid. And I don't think they realize that. And I've had so many people at my job, because it's one of these jobs where you have multiple bosses, multiple people above you. And if you're the janitor, everyone's above you. And it's almost like that Office Space movie. I don't know if you see it, where that guy gets the same memo like 10 times from 10 different people bugging him. It's like that, except it's something that I already did. It's something that's common sense. And it's like, or a coworker that didn't do it is making people that do it look bad, and they give you shit for it, and makes us all look like children. And I don't even lash out at that coworker, because I get it. I get the quiet quitting thing. I'm not doing the quiet quitting thing. I work hard at my job. I have strong work ethic. I do more than what I get paid to do, for sure. And even if I got a raise, I think I would still be doing slightly more, because I'm kind of the kind of guy where I'm at work, I can't sit still. And if I do, it's because I have everything timed. I'm sitting still because I know in 10 minutes I have something that I have to do, and it's going to take X amount of time. And typically that kind of thing would be rewarded in a business. But if you're at the bottom and people know that you don't have enough money to quit, you will be at the bottom of whatever organization, whatever social club, whatever institution, whatever it may be. You'll be at the bottom. So you kind of have to do that fake it till you make it. You kind of got to make them think that you have a little bit more money than you have. And I think that's where a lot of the fake people enter in this society, is they do the fake it till they make it, but they don't make it, and they forget that they're faking it. They get lost along the way, and I don't want to do that, but I gotta at least emphasize that I'm not going to get bullied, and that whether or not I have X amount of dollars, I will walk out if I'm not at least treated like a human. I I think if it was just the clientele being Karens, it would be one thing, but if it's staff above you, that's another thing. Anyways, so that was a few things like that. Overall, it was a good work day. Believe it or not, it was very busy. I had a lot of stuff I had to do. I was basically running all over the place, and I'm kind of the kind of guy that likes to stay busy, but I don't like to be panicked. So I like to plan things out a little bit. So my advice is if you're even wanting advice, because I hate when people give unsolicited advice, but if I was advising myself, it'd be to stay calm in these situations and not let anyone rob you of your energy. So I don't know exactly what this ramble or rant was about. I guess class struggle. I guess it was a little bit about people just treating people like crap, and a little bit about a day in the life of a janitor. So that's a few things that I've picked up along the way, and I hope this has done some purpose to somebody watching it. So if you want to like or leave a comment, you can. I'm not going to force it, and I wish everybody well. So have a good one.